Today I wanted to talk about the favorite pastime and hobby of the Filipinos, mostly the male Filipinos, which is drinking together, just getting drunk. This is more or less in every part of the Philippines, very common, more in the countryside because there's nothing to do, entertainment, nowhere to go, so it's sitting together and drinking. But of course, also in the bigger city, in the high class, in the lower class, drinking is very, very common here. I know it from my own country. You have evening beer, or you're together with some friends in a bar, or you're in the Sunday after the church. Plenty of guys come together once in a while, or you have some festivity. So my experience back in my country, maybe you have every day one beer or something, but really to get drunk, that's more like once a week, if even or every other week or something. There's some barbecue event or whatever. Where in the Philippines, it's very common that they get drunk more or less every day. Often they start 8, 9 in the morning. They get already some drinks and getting drunk the whole day and something like that. That's just how it is here. There's, of course, different drinks. The most common here is the Ginebra. That's a little small bottle. Starts, I think, 330 milliliter. Starts at around $1, around 60 pesos, depending on the store. And it's very strong. It's very clear, like a gin. And you already can get drunk from this when you drink it alone. But of course, most of the time drink together. You're already used to it, so maybe they need a bit more, but it's pretty cheap to get drunk here. Like I say, $1, $2, you're already drunk. Most of the time you drink something like Candor, Emperador, that's kind of a whiskey. Or then next level is then Fundador, Alfonso, and that's already for the higher class level people. They don't have these Western drinks like Jack Daniels. And the way they drink it, more or less everything is here. They have a small shot glass for the gin or for the alcohol, and then have a regular glass with the water here, and just shoot the alcohol, and then the water goes right after it. Water, then the alcohol, and then water. And this glass then goes round and round the table. Everyone can get his turn. I'm not really sure why they do it, because they don't like to taste alcohol, or just need to get rid of it or something. I don't really like that kind of thing. I can do it if it's really that, if it's really no other option, but usually that's not my style. I don't really mind if I drink from other person's glass. That's not the main issue for me. My main issue is at first that I don't like the taste at all from a pure gin. I always have to mix it with something like a Sprite. They have some juice package here. There's some juice powder you can get. You just mix it with water, and then you have some kind of juice. And when you mix that, the alcohol, then it's fine to me. But pure is not good for me. That's why I always saw when I go to some event, in birthday, christening, party or whatever, I always have this kind of a small package with juice powder with me in my pocket. Kind of parties they have, so to be ready, because usually Filipinos, yes, in that kind of parties they have maybe some Coke or some Sprite or something, Royal, Fanta, but it's not guaranteed, or it can be sold out. And I had it already plenty of times, and then they invited me to drink, and of course I want to socialize with them, I want to be friendly, I want to be with them, and I cannot stand it to just drink the pure alcohol. And then I'm rolling around middle of the night, try to find some store to buy some juice package, or Coke or whatever. So it's much more convenient for me always when I go to that kind of event that I have a small package of juice powder with me. So I'm prepared, and then I get my own glass, and I can drink on my own terms. And because that's the second reason. I not only like to mix the alcohol, I also love to drink on my own terms, because the problem is when you drink like the Filipinos, as I said, the shot glass goes round and round, and it can happen that the shot glass stands with one person, and the person is just playing the phone or going to the toilet or go somewhere else, and then you have to wait until the person is back and drinking, or maybe the person takes his time or whatever, and then it takes a long time that it's back. Or if everyone is there, maybe it's quick, and then you very quickly get the shot glass again. And I don't like to drink on their terms, like have to wait to drink or be forced to drink too fast. I want to have my own speed and my own level and my own intensity, that I say I put more alcohol inside or less or something. That's why I want to have always my own glass with my own stuff, so that I can control on my own how strong I want to have the drink, and that I can always drink when I want to have a drink, and not be forced to drink the whole shot glass, but also can just have a small sip or something. And that's basically it. They also always have some little food or snacks on the table. Most of the time, some kind of chips, junk food or something. Also some regular dishes, depending on what's the situation. There can be a cake, there can be spring rolls, there can be some sauce or whatever. where they just eat, usually also with one spoon from one plate. Everyone eats there and everyone grabs something. It's also not everyone like it when, of course, when it's meatball over a spring roll, you just grab it, it's fine. But if you have something where you have a spoon or something and everyone puts the spoon in their mouth, maybe it's also not everyone's favorite thing to do. And that's how it works. And like I say, sometimes they start in the morning, 8, 9, 10 to drink. Sometime, most of the time in the evening, 6, 7 after work. And then it's just drinking, and then they go home and that's it. And yeah, that's very common here. Basically every day, every other day, they're doing it. Yeah, that's a favorite pastime of the Filipinos. And they also use every event or every excuse to drinking. When there's a birthday, when there's a anniversary or something, there's always some reason that you invite friends on a drink. And how that usually works is the guys is drinking, the guys sitting together most of the time outside of the house and some table and chairs and bench and drinking together, and the women sometimes with the kids, they sit in the house most of the time sitting there together drinking. You have to hear the beer with apple flavor, with lemon flavor, or some wine or something. It's more ladies' drinks, but that's just once in a while. I see the guys drinking basically every day, every event, all the time. And the girls is just once in a while that I see them every week or every other week or something, that they have a few drinks and they not get completely drunk. That's of course also a health issue. I think when the guy is getting completely drunk every other day, 4 days, 5 days a week, it's much worse compared to the women. They just have a few drinks every other week or something, and then not that excessive. No? These two kind of camps. The one area where the guys is sitting together and drinking with their friends, with their workmates, and the other area where the women is together, sometimes with the kids. And what I find also very strange, from my opinion, in this regard, is they take every occasion to get the friends together and drinking. And for example, I have an experience here. You have a wedding anniversary or something, or you have the birthday of your child, the birthday of your wife. And what you do, you gather your friends, your workmates, sit outside and drinking, and you ignore your wife, you ignore your child. They can be in the house, they can make the talking and gossip and everything, and you focus on your friends, on your workmates, on your drinking buddies. And that's also one of the reasons my wife said many Filipinos like Western guys, because we have a different perspective. When we have an anniversary or a birthday for our wife, usually we focus on our wife, on us together. We make some activity together, quality time together, do something together, go eating, watch a movie, or spend some time together. Where in the Filipinos is usually not so common. The girls, the women stay in one side and do one thing. The guys in one other side. I had recently birthday of the child. Me and the women and the kids was eating together, and then the father and everyone just running off to the drinking buddies, to the getting drunk because they're waiting. It's more important that you get drunk, that you spend time with your buddies there to get a few drinks, than to spend time with your family. And of course, then it's maybe not what the women want, and that's why they maybe more interested in Western guys, because they're sometimes different. Of course, not everyone. And yes, that's basically how it works. And in my opinion, that's the most favorite pastime of the Filipinos, at least the ones I encounter across the whole country, everywhere I've been. Of course, there's exceptions. Some drink or some limit themselves. Usually, you can walk down any street in a town, in a village, and you will see in the evening, especially in the evening, you will see outside the tables where the guys sitting together. And especially me as a foreigner, you have plenty of tables where guys come here, have a drink. So you can also easily just get drunk by just walking down the street and then be social. If you're into drinking, if you like to get drunk every day, if you like to meet new people and just sit together and talk nonsense, get stoned and get drunk, that's also a great place to be. Of course, it's not needed, it's not forced, but that's how it's experienced. And if you experience it different, or different in your place, let me know. For sure, that's also something very interesting here about the Philippines.